everybody. Have you ever wondered how fund managers are able to brilliantly identify stocks to be a part of their equity portfolios? I'm sure we all would love to know the secret. Well, it's time to be your own fund manager. Welcome back. My name is Sumit Chanda and you're watching Market Minds. As I just mentioned, we will be talking about how to become your own fund manager. Now in this, we have created 10 different series of 10 different portfolio strategies over the next 10 episodes. So for today, we will be talking about the first investment strategy, CanSlim. So what is CanSlim? I'm sure many of you would have heard the word CanSlim, but today we will discuss about it in depth. Now, CanSlim was created by Ace fund manager Mr. William O'Neill in the 1950s. Now, CanSlim actually makes use of both fundamental as well as technical analysis for creation of portfolio. So, if you actually dissect the name CanSlim, so Can represents fundamental analysis and Slim represents technical analysis. Now, overall, the strategy focuses on growth approach. So, it would better work in a market which is bullish in nature. So if you look at the last 1.5 years, CanSlim portfolios would have done wonders. Now CanSlim is an acronym, which means every single letter in the word represents something. Now as I mentioned earlier, that Can represents fundamental analysis and Slim represents technical analysis. So let's look at which fundamental parameters does a CanSlim portfolio looks at. So starting with the first one, which is current quarterly earnings, which means it looks at what has been the growth in this quarter versus last year's similar quarter. And this growth has to be at least 20% for a stock to qualify in CanSlim portfolio. Now in this same period, it also looks at the EPS. And the earnings per share growth also has to be at least 20% to qualify in a CanSlim portfolio. Now, any stock which does not qualify to a 20% or a higher slab does not qualify in a CanSlim portfolio. Followed by annual earnings or annual growth. Now, every company has different growth cycles. Now, some companies would be growing across the last 4 years, 5 years. Some companies would be growing in few years and degrowing in few years. Now for simplification purpose, a CanSlim portfolio looks at the average annual growth over the last 5 years, and this growth preferably has to be at least 20% year on year. If not, it still satisfies if it is more than 10%. But then that's the minimum that it would require to qualify for a CanSlim portfolio. Now third would be new products or new management or any new event or information. So anything new that is happening with the company, has a positive optimism in the market, and it somehow pushes the overall stock price on a short period of time. It actually creates an excitement within people for a short time, and that's the advantage that a CanSlim portfolio would take. Now these are the parameters on the fundamental side. Now let's look at the parameters on the technical side, which is the slim part of it. Now the first technical indicator is the very basic concept of economics, which is demand and supply. So it looks at what are the total number of shares in circulation and what is the demand. Now in certain scenarios wherein the promoters are buying back the stocks, or else there is a bulk deal happening through a DII or an institution. Now these events actually surges a positive impact on the minds of the retail investors who rush in to buy these stocks, and that actually surges the price of that stock upwards. Second is laggards. Now this is a very interesting concept. Now in this model, laggards are preferred in a particular industry. Now what it says is that among that particular industry, if the relative strength index of a particular stock is comparatively lesser than the other one, then it is considered to be an oversold stock or an undervalued stock compared to the stock with a higher RSI. So just to give you an example, any stock which has an RSI score of less than 30 is being considered for a canceling portfolio, but then any stock which has an RSI more than 70 is not considered to be a part of the canceling portfolio. Then comes the institutional sponsorships. Now this looks at how many institutions are actually investors in a particular company, or how largely they have been a participant into the same. So if any stock has a heavy sponsorship via an institution or a DIA or a mutual fund, and the retail investors comparatively has a lesser holding of that particular stock, automatically the volatility of that stock will be maintained over a short period of time. Lastly, the market direction. So it looks at the overall indices, overall market, and it tries to understand the average market movement over a period of time. So in Indian perspective, it looks at a Nifty or a Sensex, or it can be even a small cap or a mid cap index, or any thematic index also for all it matters. Now that you know the 3 important fundamental parameters and the 4 important technical parameters for creating a canceling portfolio, you can very well go back and start researching and create your very own portfolio. Now, but then you have to still take care of few things. Now, a canceling portfolio is not meant for long-term investing. Typically, it would only work in a bullish cycle when the markets are going up unidirectionally. Now, whenever you create a canceling portfolio for yourself, keep a horizon of anywhere between 3 to 6 months or a maximum of 10 months, not beyond that. After that, you have to revisit your portfolio and do a thorough research again. Canceling portfolios are very much affected due to bear market situations. So whenever you see the cycle of the market has changed, or even if there is a slight correction in the market, these are the stocks which will get affected more than any of the other stocks. You should consider some degree of risk before creating and investing a canceling portfolio. These are not risk averse or conservative kind of stocks that you will find in a canceling portfolio. Lastly, don't be delayed in investing in a stock identified for a canceling portfolio. Now, typically there can be scenarios that the stock has already performed before you actually had your eye on it, and the returns it would have already delivered by the time you invested. So please take care that while you invest, it is still in its starting phase of the bull run.